Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, welcome. I am so happy to have you here. Thank you for spending some of your time with me today, and I do hope that you enjoy this video. So as you can see, I'm outside. I'm back out on my front porch and I want to finish decorating it for Christmas time. I have my big pot I want to finish. I finally found greenery. Yay! I'm so excited, and I want to put a little bow or something on my lamppost. But I'm really excited to get started. So let's dive right into finishing up my porch for Christmas, working on my front porch pot and my lamppost. So I'm so excited. I went to Home Depot and they had some great greenery. Look at the amount that you get on in these bundles. I shared it over on Instagram. If you're not following me over there, I would love for you to go check me out. I'll leave my channel here on the screen. But look at this, $10, and look how much you get in here. I got this one. I got some red sticks. I've never done these before and I've always wanted to, but they've always been so expensive. But this is a ton. Like at Lowe's, I don't know. They had, this is a ton of them anyways. And then I have got some other over there. I have some birch logs under there. Not sure if I'm going to use them. I might do something different with those. And then this greenery over here, my husband just cut off one of our pine trees at the back. And then I just have some other stuff here that I might use. I've used these before. These candy canes. They're so cute in the basket. So yeah. Anxious to get going on this, so let's get started.
The Christmas lights fill the city. There are people everywhere.
So this pot I got in the summertime from Costco. I love it. It's really, really tall. It's of course very deep, but we put a piece of wood across it so we didn't have to go down too far with the soil. So after digging around in it, because I did have quite a bit of frost and freezing temperatures here, I couldn't get down very far into the soil. So I just took my trusty old kettle, heated up some water, added it to the soil, and just kept working it around so that I could be able to stick all the greenery into the soil much easier. I'd already tried a couple pieces and they weren't going anywhere, so I knew I had to get down and get this all loosened up. And the nice thing is, once the freezing temperatures come back again, this will last me all winter long because everything will freeze in so nicely and stay nice and fresh. So now there's really no rhyme or reason to how I'm going to do any of this. I just start playing around with it, see what I like, and just keep layering it up. And here we go.
Christmas, let the others miss us. Let's go get snowed in. Let's go get snowed.
So here I'm starting with what I think is going to be the base of the planter. I usually start with my taller pieces first, but I found in the past that I've run into a bit of issue with that. So this year I thought I'd change it up, start with the base, start with the branches that are going to be really draping over, and it worked out really well for me this year. And then once I got a sort of a base going, then I switched up the greenery and changed up which ones I was using to just kind of keep layering. And that's all I did throughout this whole process, is just layer, layer, layer. And I didn't use everything at once. I kept changing the pieces and switching from one type of greenery to another. And don't be afraid to cut your greenery if it's too long. This one was way too long. I could not get it in, so you just have to trim it up to make it fit.
How wrong could that be? Being snowed in somewhere, you and me. Let's get snowed.
I always like to have something at the back of my pot that comes up a little higher than everything else because I have so much space on the brick. That's
it needs something with some height. And that's why I love this pot too, because it came up quite high on the brick. So it really made a difference to the way the pot looked this year. So now I'm going to work on the back and try to get some of that height going so that it takes up some of that brick space, that empty space.
Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Come, let us adore him.
Another tip I have for you is to always step back and take a look at your planter from a distance to see if you like what you see. You might see some uneven edges or something that's sticking out way too far. Just take your clippers, trim it up, because you can use these clippings either in the pot as filler, or you can bring them inside and use them in an arrangement there too. But always step back and take a look. So now I'm going to play around with some of the other elements that I have brought outside to see what I want to add to the pot. I always love these candy canes. They just look so cute. And I do want to apologize for the lighting. We get a lot of sun in the afternoon, and it just isn't very conducive to filming at times. And then I had some of these tall gold picks that I thought they would just add a bit more sparkle. So now I'm just going to play around with a bunch of things and see what I like.
Highest, come let us adore him. Come let us adore.
So I still have quite a bit of greenery left. I don't think I'm going to use these. I don't know. I think the pot is just so big and beautiful. I don't think my porch needs anything else, but I know the sun is bright. I'm trying to block the sun with my body so you can see, but I still have all this left too. So I'm going to bring it inside, probably use it in there, maybe even for, what are those called, those simmer pots? But yeah, I've got a ton of stuff there. I decided not to use the green balls because I just like the red and white because it goes with how everything else looks on my porch. But when the sun goes down a bit, I will have to come out and take another shot so you can see it better. I'm thinking of adding in battery twinkle lights, so I think that's what I'm going to go inside, get some right away, add them in. You won't be able to see them right now, but I think I'll add them in, just weave them in there so to just give it a little bit of glow at night. But oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with this. It's just beautiful.
Adore him. Come let
As you can see from other clips in this video, we get a lot of wind on my front porch. That's why I don't bring out anything else for the winter time other than my pot. I can't use chairs or, signs or anything. That's why I really love to do up a nice, beautiful pot, because otherwise everything else will just blow away, or if we have a snowstorm, it is covered in snow. This has to be my favorite pot I have done in a number of years. I just adore it. It turned out so pretty. Now for the lamppost, because I had so much greenery left, I just took some of it and made like a little swag. There's some fake stuff in there that is actually from behind the bells, and I just attached it with some red ribbon to my lamppost.
So now we're inside, and I want to share with you a super simple, so delicious appetizer recipe that you can make when you're asked to bring something for maybe a potluck dinner, something to a friend's house as an appetizer. You can serve it as an appetizer at your own home. It's so easy, so delicious. Everybody loves it. I actually used to make this when my kids were younger, and I would serve it over rice for them, and they loved it. And to this day, they always ask for meatballs if I have to bring something, to their house, or I'm serving something here. So here we go. This is how easy it is. You need a jar of chili sauce. Any kind will do. This just happens to be my grocery store no-name brand, but I've used Heinz before. Whatever type of chili sauce that you can find. You want some grape jelly, not jam. You want the grape jelly. Sometimes it's hard to find. Again, this is just my grocery store no-name brand.
I've used Welch's before, whatever, but just chili sauce, grape jelly. And because I'm lazy, I just buy the pre-cooked, the frozen meatballs from my local grocery store. Any type will do. And some garlic. I use 2 to 3 cloves of garlic in mine, and that's it. So let's go over to the stove and let me show you how easy it is to make these chili sauce grape jelly meatballs. So what I do is I use a whole jar of chili sauce and half a jar of the grape jelly. So think of it as almost like a 2-to-1 ratio. So all you do is pour in all the chili sauce, add in your half a jar of grape jelly, put in your garlic cloves. I usually slice mine up. You don't have to. Sometimes I leave them whole and then I just take them out before I'm going to serve them. And then just over a medium-high heat, just bring it to a slow boil, and then you can pop in your meatballs and let that simmer for about half an hour. That's how easy this recipe is.
For you and me, oh, little bad toys that cuddle and woo.
Before I dump the meatballs into the sauce, I usually like to give it just a quick whisk, just to make sure that the grape jelly is all melted and into the chili sauce and everything is incorporated. It just makes it so much easier to stir it all that way before you dump in the meatballs. And then you just dump them in, and then I just take a spoon and quickly give them a quick stir so that they're all covered with the sauce. And then I turn the heat down and cover it and let them simmer for about 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, you're ready to take them out. I just put them into my container that I'm going to be serving them in. I love this dish. I got it, over 20 years ago. I don't know how long I've had it, but what a great dish. It's so pretty when you take it over to company. And here they are. And they smell wonderful and they taste even better. Enjoy! Now I want to give you a quick glimpse of how the front porch looks in the evening with all the lights on. It's so beautiful, and you may be noticing here I did find at my grocery store some boxwood. I added that into the basket as well, and it's so beautiful. So just enjoy. Here's a glimpse of how my house looks in the evening.
Oh, little bad toys